Hey, and this is pile number 10. And hello, Capricorn, or anyone interested in the Royo deck. Now, a little warning, the Royo deck has a lot of interesting images. It does have kind of like the sci-fi feeling, and kind of fantastical, and it kind of gears a little bit towards sort of a devil mode. That's why I chose it for Capricorn, since the devil represents Capricorn in the tarot. So there might be some images that could trigger you. I don't think too many of the cards that flipped out during my pre-shuffle are that trigger worthy. But anyway, just so you know. Yeah, so this is the deck, and I'm going to get the cards that came out. And here's our little pile. And to go with it, I have Brian Froud's The Fairy Oracle for an oracle message to go with it. So I sat down and Spirit came to me and explained to me a message for Capricorn and for 2020. That's why I did the pre-shuffle, so I could just sort of sit and meditate and get a clear picture. So we'll see how clear it is. This is a very unusual deck, but I think a very positive message will come out. So let's have a look. All right, so first of all, we have the Sun. And the Sun in this deck, as in all decks, is very positive. So I'm going to just read to you a little bit of the wording because it's kind of beautiful, sort of poetic. This is the tyrant circle of lucidity, happiness, talent, and generosity. It is the divine flame which caresses the world. It is the flight of universal conception. So in all decks, the Sun is beautiful, bright, it glows, it's happiness, it's consciousness. And that's what I really like. One of the things that I've learned to like about the Sun when it comes out, it's about consciousness. It's about an awakening, but being completely aware of it, you know. It's not something that's hidden in your dream world. It's right there for you to see, for you to face. The other thing that's kind of hit me is that the Sun has come up a lot in a lot of the different zodiac signs in different ways, but all kind of bright and bursting out there for everyone to see. Every sign from like Gemini to Aquarius and Sagittarius even, I think, or there's a few in between that have this nice sun quality to it, and it's kind of neat. I think the word that I use to describe people out there that have subscribed to me, but just anybody really who feel connected and kindred with me and the other people that are tuned into this channel, but not just this channel, just kind of like the connection that we feel together. I just call it sparkles of light, you know, and the acronym or the broken down, it would be SOL, and soul is another word for sun. It's Spanish for sun, maybe it's Latin for sun as well. But anyway, soul. And so I didn't mean to carry on about that, but I got a very soul vibe from all of 2020 and all the zodiacs. All right, here we go. Next we have the Nine of Chalices, which is Nine of Cups. Nine of Chalices is just feeling really good. This is the sitting pretty card. This is just feeling good in your environment, doing well, sometimes considered the single girl or whatever, but feeling really good about herself, you know, feeling on the brink of something. The 10 of Cups would be, you know, the family life. The 9 of Chalice is feeling good all on your own, but definitely, you know, up for expansion, right? So the wording for this one is the present and the future are not the same. Water can flow and can be still before flowing anew. So yeah, there are going to be some calm moments where you just kind of sit and be, you know. That's okay too. Flowing water and still waters. Then we have the Lovers, which is, this is one of my favorite images. It's saying to me that, don't judge a book by its cover. And the feeling is the more powerful thing. This spiritual connection is stronger than anything on the physical plane. And it also is kind of a Beauty and the Beast theme. It's that, love conquers everything. So the saying here is that it represents the twists of free fancy, the claws of the masculine sexual principle, the outer skin that leaves inner complications open to the outside, the open curtain to beauty, the joining and the separating. So there's an ebb and flow, just like a stillness and a flow, and in all things in life. But I feel like if this is like a soulmate or twin flame connection, which it often can be, then it's going to be always there. Let's see what's next. All right, and then next we have the Knave of Swords, which is like the Page of Swords. The Knave of Swords came up in the Sagittarius reading, and it had kind of said the same things about vigilance. So this is vigilance, but it's a little bit twist to it here. This is the dreams have killed the nightmares. So that's good. It's kind of like dreams are stronger. It's like positive is stronger than the negative. You can overcome those doubts or the fears or anything negative in your life. This is being sure of yourself and also your own sexual identity. So being sure of who you are as a sexual being. And then we have, whether you're male or female, but, you might be male appreciating a female, or you might be a female that this kind of represents. So next we have the Knight of Swords. So this is maybe possibly a little bit older person in your life, you being the Knave and he being the Swords, but of the same suit. So I feel like of the same sentiment, the same idea, the same wavelength, the same mindset kind of thing. But this knight is very bold and brave, and he's all about courage. Thoughts launched at their target without fear, looking directly at the sun and acting without thinking. So sometimes acting without thinking is not a good thing. I feel like the swords person, swords is about the mind. And definitely I think there is some thought that goes behind the initial action. But when you're in the heat of the moment, it's complete impulse and survival and safety, that kind of thing. And it's interesting that he's looking directly at the sun, which to me means that he is all about clarity and consciousness, and this awakening of his consciousness too. So this could be you or somebody in your life that is kind of also having sort of awakening and who's brave and a powerful kind of knight warrior type of dude. And then finally, we have the Eight of Chalices. It's a very dynamic picture, very sci-fi, fantasy kind of thing, and I like it. And Eight of Chalices in lots of decks mean different things, but in this one it's saying, on the planet of angels, overlooking a sea of words, when thoughts and emotions can fill the sky. I think you should leave it on that, This is kind of like, she might be looking back, but she's moving forward without any regrets kind of thing. So there could be some kind of moving on, or there could be something bigger and better that you're headed towards, trying something new, something that's moving towards the sky. And here we have the moon, and there we have the sun. Unless that's a type of sun, it does have a moon feel to it, doesn't it? So yeah, so those are our kind of feelings here. So what to make of this, right? I feel like because it's the sun, it's just great, success, lots of happiness and success in 2020. A union possibly, or a strengthening in your union, meeting someone who's brave and bold, or finding those qualities within yourself, and not looking back, but taking a bold step forward when the time is right, because there's time to be still and a time to flow. All right, and then finally, your fairy oracle card is Solas. So I thought this was so perfect when this card came out. I was like, yes. So this is consciousness synthesis, spiritual empowerment. Something new is being brought into your being, in your life. The efforts that you've put out, you can, through the efforts that you put out. So like, you're bringing something new into your life because of the things that you've done, or also because from help that you're receiving from outside realms, realms like the fairy realms. Miracles are going to take place. There's a movement that's going to happen. It's a movement into the light. This is a time for taking action, and also passing on the blessings that you already have, and learning and service and giving to other people as well, and teaching from a position of strength. So choose your direction, trust in the universe, be creative, and connect with your life force, and your own power. So this is a very exciting time for you. This whole reading for you is kind of like the sun, like really being conscious and moving forward into the light kind of thing. And maybe leaving some things behind, but taking some things with you, like the partnership or love or friendship, and also help from outside sources. It could be people, but mostly this is from the outer realms. All right, let's see what your charms has to say. Okay, I've got this nice platter to split up the year in quarters. So first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, and then this is like extra special meaning, something to focus on, however you want to take that. First quarter is January, February, March. Second, April, May, June. Third, July, August, September. Fourth, October, November, and December. All right, here we go. We're going to mix up the charms. Sometimes I think I take more of a handful than I should. Oh my goodness, you only got one special one. Well, let's see. Oh, I'm going to throw those in there. All right, so in the first quarter, January, February, March, you have lingering feelings from Christmas, and the angels are still here, always watching out for you. You have Asia, so only time will tell, or maybe something to do with Asia. You feel very sure. There's like this red thread, this connection bond with somebody in particular. Look at that. You got the cards. So it's like in the cards. Or maybe you become a tarot reader or are a tarot reader. Here you got number 5. You have Joan of Arc. So be brave and have faith. You're good. There's a music situation here. You are enough. You're the missing puzzle piece. You feel safe. Maybe somebody that you know that lives in New York, or that you're moving to New York, or somebody who's born in New York. You've got the moon, which is, nighttime communication. So our whole topic has to do with the sun, but we do have that one card that talks about the moon, and this is the one that's saying there's a planet where angels are overlooking the sea. These are your thoughts and your emotions. This is you deciding to move onward, So maybe you start really early in the year for this new direction in your life. All right, let's see what's over here in the second quarter, which is April, May, and June. So you got the chandelier, which is, to me, is like maybe a night out, dancing, or someplace fancy. Dancing is what I think of, though. I think of the Beauty and the Beast dancing theme. China, good. Sure. Brave. Miracle. Ooh, time for miracles. Maybe getting a new wardrobe so you can go out to this ball and dance under the chandelier. You've got Sagittarius. Maybe your date's a Sagittarius, and that's optimistic. You got the tennis racket, so also good time of year for outdoor activities and exercise. The arrow of love. Never escape that feeling of love. 28, important number. 30. Ooh, you got the cannon. That's explosive feelings. This could be like orgasms and things that have to do with sex to me because it looks very phallic. Then we got the Empress chair, so Empress mode, and being the Empress also indicates, being motherly and being good with animals and plants and all that too. Disney, so maybe you're going to go out to a Disney movie, or maybe this is saying, hey, the Disney movie, the Disney story movie that you might be interested to think about would be the Beauty and the Beast. Maybe that has some kind of clue for you in there. We got bells, so maybe somebody's going to have a theme wedding, or this could be church, or this could be some kind of a attention getter. You also have the death key, which is you have the key here to transform things. Transformation. Now, without the beast here, it feels very much like the beast transforming before he becomes the prince. You got St. Christopher, so if you're traveling, you're definitely going to be protected during this time to travel. You might go to a little tropical island. Here's another hanger, so definitely go get some clothes, Maybe you need a bathing suit. You're going mermaid style. Just going to put your fins on and start swimming. You got the elephant of memories, so kind of reminiscing, thinking of the past, connecting with people. You got the angel's wings. They're here to protect you, and you're safe. So there's a lot of safety in that pile. So in quarter number 3 is where you got the most. Okay, so let me scoot in on here. You've got the Little Mermaid. This is about keeping your voice and singing and being sure don't be shy, but, let it all out. Speak your mind, use your voice, and also preserve your voice, You got Tinkerbell, which means your manifestation's coming true. This is the magic. Here you have Operation Lifesaver. So somebody might be coming into your life that's kind of a lifesaver, but also could be talking about just be cautious. Don't act without thinking. You had the knight who was acting without thinking. Maybe that's not such a good thing sometimes. Take a pause, just like the still lady with the water. So we got AC/DC, some electricity, got Star, the bird of communication like emails and Twitter. You got the lion. I was like, what the heck is that? That's a lion. You got the shoe for stepping out or maybe walking. You got brave. You've got the wheel of fortune here. So fortunate month or fortunate quarter. Full steam ahead. Here you go. That's another kind of wheel, but one that's saying, yes, good fortune, so keep going. This is a cog that makes mechanisms work. So looks like everything is working in working order. The infinity symbol is all about a connection, like a twin flame connection. You've got the bat, which talks about evening activities to me, stuff that you'll be doing at night. Burning the midnight oil, or the dreams that you'll be having in the evening will give you clues to future things that you need to do in your life. And the whispers of fairies. And the psychic connection you have with people. You might be associated with somebody born in the year of the dragon, or the dragon might have a special meaning to you. It's a very masculine symbol to me. The little deer is wobbly on their legs, and then they gain their strength, and they're up and away. So yeah, So the cards that kind of made me match up, like, of course, we have the moon. So the moon, things in the evening and dreams and the subconscious and that kind of thing. You have your lover's card, so you have that twin flame connection. This one is also like the Operation Lifesaver kind of matches up. It's like be still sometimes, and you don't always have to flow with the water. You can be still waters and pause and wait before you act. Yeah, because this knight here, he's full of action, and maybe that's not for you, but maybe that's for somebody else in your realm, in your world. All right, let's see what's the fourth quarter here. You have the Little Mermaid again, so she carries over from the third to the fourth quarter, which is October, November, December, and to me, it's all about, it's about singing, speaking your voice, telling your truth. You're going to be doing a lot with your voice. Be brave more than ever. Ooh, just kiss the girl. And then you've got Saint, I know this one is Saint Dimphna because it's the light one. Saint Dimphna helps with when you're down in the doldrums. And that can happen sometimes during the season, especially if you miss family members and things. But just think about or pray to Saint Dimphna, and she can help you get through it. So you got Bruce Springsteen here, so that's kind of like your rock star, and he could be your, he could totally be your knight right here, the one that kind of makes you sigh, just like that, the one that's in your life that you feel connected to. It's a rock solid love, I tell you what, though. It's a solid love. Oops, you got kitties. You're ever. Here, sing, see? Sing. Sing, kiss the girl. Your love is forever. It's beautiful. All right, let's see what's in the middle here. So in the middle, we've got Aladdin's carpet, magic carpet. So maybe this is the time for a little trip somewhere, a magic ride to someplace exotic. We got sea and the dragonfly, which has a variety of meanings. I like the meaning in Colette's deck with the animal oracle deck. And then the fairies deck, it talks about how the dragonfly, when it flies around outside, is your ancestors, coming to say hi. But anything with wings kind of represents, trying something new, being bold, being brave, that kind of thing. And let's see how many wands you have here. Well, you have mostly swords, so that's the intellect. And you have some chalices, a couple of chalices and swords. So love and the intellect is what reigns in your cards. But the sun is the hottest like wand of all. It's the power of the sun, which is very strong. So be bold and be brave. Try something new. Learn something and then spread that to other people, kind of thing. And yeah, appreciate that you're learning things also from outside realms. They're coming to talk to you, like sometimes in your dream and sometimes completely consciously in front of your face where you can see it, so you don't have to wonder if this is real or not. All right, you guys, well, I hope that made sense to you. That was a little esoteric, wasn't it? So Capricorns or anybody liking the Royo deck, I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you did. Feel free to comment below. Subscribe if you haven't. Hello, anybody who's new and just visiting. And hello, all my Sparkles of Light soul. Please feel free to be part of this group, Sparkles of Light. But whether you subscribe or not, I still consider you a Sparkle of Light. All right, I'm going to move on to the next.